Correlation means how closely two data sets are related. On a scatter plot, we see this as our trend line. We have three types of correlation possible. There can be a positive correlation, a negative correlation, or no correlation. Positive correlation occurs when both data sets are increasing. On a scatter plot, this means that our trend line has a positive slope and will rise as we go from left to right. An example of positive correlation is the number of calories burned versus the time spent exercising. The more time you spend exercising, the more calories you will burn, so both data sets would be increasing. Negative correlation occurs when one set of data decreases while the other set of data increases. On a scatter plot, this means that our trend line will have a negative slope and will fall as we move from left to right. An example of negative correlation is the number of cavities versus the number of times you floss your teeth. As the number of times you floss your teeth increases, the number of cavities will decrease. No correlation means that two sets of data are not related. When there is no correlation, the points on a scatter plot will be too spread out to draw a trend line. An example of no correlation is the length at birth versus the birth month. The month a child is born is in no way related to the length of the child. Now it's time for you to try. What type of correlation would you expect between the two data sets? Air pollution level versus the number of cars on the road is an example of positive correlation. The more cars there are on the road, the more air pollution there will be. Shoe size versus month of birth is another example of no correlation. Again, these two data sets are not related. Finally, the age of car versus price is an example of negative correlation. As the age of the car increases, the price that you will have to pay for it will decrease.